And you know, I chose this color this morning as we're back in Trinidad because of autism. It's starting April though, it's Sunday, continuing throughout the month. So I said, okay, I'm going to wear blue today in support of it. And it was a good idea. I realized not just for the autism purpose, but also because of my next guest, who are actually also in blue. Well, or
Tend to
some
be.
blue, some part thereof.
Blue something. Tend to be in blue a bit.
And
Good
they're
morning.
always necessarily in blue. Good morning to you, Wendell. Manwarren. You see, I'm just tripping over this thing now. And Roger Roberts, good morning to both of you. Of course, Three Canal, blue.
Not bad. We got pain, it on
blue.
It's too early in the morning.
No, it's not. It's
Down.
never too early in the morning for anything.
And
it's never,
Came in good on
I
key
did.
and everything.
Yeah, I was?
Yeah.
Good wow, and I could have sworn I was off.
Yeah, wonderful.
So look, you can put me in your band. You never know if you need a backup or anything.
Just in case.
But anyway, let's get to what you actually came to talk about this morning. The Three Canal show. It's happening again
the Three Canal show is repeating post-Carnival.
Yes.
We did
public
it
demand.
last year in South, yes, by public demand. So
Of course, by public demand.
We're coming again. And it's just one night. Unfortunately, we couldn't get more than that right now. But we're taking it.
Yeah.
And 10 people in South, come down, get your tickets. It's going to be good.
So it's blue forever, forever blue.
Okay.
What time does it start?
6:30 p.m. on Sunday.
6:30. Now, these concerts, all your shows, always tend to be sold out. I mean, you guys have been, how long now have you been
Celebrating 20 years now.
20
This is actually our 20th
years.
anniversary. It's kind of taken us by surprise as well. And most people you tell is like 20 years already. And everybody that we talk about, you know, has a memory of blue the first time they heard blue, if they played in the Juve band or whatever the case was. So it's good to be still in the game 20 years later, doing our thing, you know. And the show was an innovation that came a couple of years into the whole thing, but the show is a big thing. And because it provides a vehicle not just for our music, but for a lot of emerging artists, dancers, singers, video animators, it's quite something now.
So who else is going to be in the show this weekend?
Well, it's mostly us and our band, and we have a cast of dancers, performers, actors, and some of them have actually penned their own songs this year and will be performing on stage with us. So it's going to be quite a cornucopia of talent and expression.
There are what, 10 people in the band and 20 people. There are about 40 people involved in the production on stage. 4 actors, 20 dancers, 10 musicians, and in the middle is Three Canal somewhere.
You know, whenever you see a Three Canal show, it's always so energetic. Where do you guys get that from?
The people, the music,
the
a lot of
music.
the supporting cast, we feed off each other's energy. They feed off of our music and we feed off of their movement and their vocals. And the band too, when the band interprets the music, it takes it to another level, and the whole thing just starts to, like a mushroom cloud, and it just overflows.
Because I'm thinking like 20 years on, and we're all older, and still that energy is there.
Well, you have to find a way to temper it. I'm certainly not jumping up and running around as much as I used to. Quite a few war wounds in the process. But, you know, there's you have to learn how to channel the energy. And quite often, sometimes when you now start, you're just all over the place and you're running around. But as you know what you're doing, it's more relaxed and it becomes more focused, more concentrated. So, it's amazing how you learn to perform better as you continue to perform. And I think we're still discovering that. That's the joy.
It's teamwork, I mean.
And then all those dancers at your back, you feel that energy, you know,
You do.
pumping that energy. So it's good.
And each one feeds off the other, as I said, so it's really a connection, a kind of a teamwork.
And I suppose you're all, in a sense, used to each other as well, so you have this sort of family relationship going on as well.
We're a very strong
everyone.
crew, and you know, there's a lot of longevity in the camp. A lot of people, when they come and they work with us, they're there for a while, and they're still enthusiastic, which is good. And we also still make room for new people as well, because it's important to have fresh blood in the camp. But yesterday we had our rehearsal, and just as Roger was saying, all the elements came together: the actors, the band, the background singers, and the whole thing was just a joyful experience. It didn't feel like we were rehearsing and you know. Oh, what do you have to do now? No, it was just flowing and clicking over. So we're really looking forward to Sunday. I think the people are going to get a real good show.
They always do.
Yeah, but even so, this time around.
It's going to be even better.
Well, you know, Carnival has a kind of crazy energy, and a lot of people didn't get a chance to see it. And sometimes when you miss something and you come back to it, you actually appreciate it more. And I think that's what's happening the second time around with the show.
How was the carnival season for you guys, though?
Good,
It was
great.
very, very good, very hectic, but I must say very rewarding. The shows did well. The Juve band was fantastic. The energy behind the Juve is always something that surprises me every time. Even though we've been doing it for 20 years, every time we get there on that Juve morning, there's always a fresh, beautiful, nice energy. Our band is, you know, joy, it's pure joy.
And I'm sure it's grown over the years as well.
It actually has contracted by design because when we started, it was totally out of hand.
Yeah.
It was overwhelming, and over the years, you know,
had to
just to keep it in a gear.
Yeah.
A lot of people jump up in the band and they haven't had time, but you know, the people that you're catering for half the time, you know, in the earlys they were being squashed and pushed
And what
around.
was really nice is to see, you know, parents playing with their children, and when I say children, like 10 years old, 9 years old, playing in the Juve band with their parents. That's something that I really think is special because you don't really see that often. You know, little children playing with their parents and they're all having a good time.
There were posse with a box with their little babies
They put
inside the
babies in
box.
and push it prams on the road. and
Over the years, you
Juve
see them
morning.
grow up, you know. One of those guys that started off in the box, he's now pushing the box.
Wow.
With other little
That's
ones
his
in it.
mask, yeah.
Oh my goodness. That is
Yeah.
fantastic.
It's good to see it
grown.
transfer to generation.
Yeah. As does the music as well.
Yes, yes, and you know that's no mean feat, and we're thankful for that. You know, we collaborate with a lot of contemporary artists and producers. Singh is one of our main collaborators, and he's in a zone right now. I think, you know, after Shell Shock, we're looking for that next person, but Keshav, he's grown up under us in the camp too, and he really is doing an amazing quality of work right now. You know, and there are too many people who we work with that contribute. Raucus, I have to call out Jiran Raucus Remy. He's also developed very nicely as a producer. So, you know, tell the people calm down. Taking a break?
We're taking a break.
Okay.
We are taking a break. Trying to tell them we are taking a break. But we will be right back with more of 3 Canal. Welcome back to GMTT Live on CTV and ctvtt.com. And you see, that is the kind of energy that I was talking about. You may not have been moving around too much on the stage, but you can hear that in your voice alone. You know, and I mean the dancers, they basically provided the background energy for it, but your voice is still like,
well,
wow.
you know, so much has to do with what you're singing about and why you're singing it, you know, and I think once you're really connected to what your material is, that passion shows. And I tend to be a little impassioned about certain things. And the whole idea of, you know, invoking the fire, waking it up, bringing a certain kind of energy, that was very deliberate and conscious. So, yeah, I mean, it's what we've been doing and what we continue to do. We think that your music has the power to shake it up and opens people's eyes and give them a new perspective, and that's what we try to do with the music.
Well, 3 Canal has always done that, you know, always given us a different way of thinking sometimes, or giving us, maybe we should think about this.
Yeah, that's...
Well, I think it's because we're thinking about it. You know, it's something that we're consciously trying to improve and trying to, you know, unravel this knot that we are as a people, as a society, as a planet, as a globe. How do we move forward? How do we improve? So we're always questioning and trying to find out. So we do it in the music and hoping that people will also question and explore, and let's try to make everything a little bit better in our lifetime. You know.
One of the things we coined over the years is the question is the statement.
Yeah.
And just the mere fact of questioning something, it means you're making a statement. And many people refuse to question, or and they come to all kinds of assumptions and in their own minds, and before you know it, is a crazy space you live in. And you're seeing it more and more in Trinidad and Tobago, where we can't really arrive at any kind of consensus, and everybody is fixed in their opinion and their mind, and you know, the center seems to not be able to hold anymore. So these are the kind of things that concern us, you know, in our work, and I think that's one of the reasons we kind of still on the scene now, you know, because every year is fresh for us. We treat the carnival as a ritual, we treat the Juve as a ritual, so we have to find out what's up this time around, what's going on right now. And we know the world we're living in right now with Trump and everything else, so, you know.
Alternative facts and so on.
Oh,
we just have to work out
goodness.
this. We just have to work it out. We can't stand back and just look at it and say, well, we have to be a part of it in some way.
Has any of your new music addressed that at all? The alternative facts that everybody is on about?
Not directly.
Not directly.
Not directly in lyrics.
There's a song that we did called Do Something, which speaks to the fact that, you know, the sense of being overwhelmed and helpless and hopeless is just something that you could either give into or you could challenge by actually getting up and doing something. And I think one of the responses to Trump, certainly in the U.S., is people sort of organizing themselves more on a community level as a response. And, you know, out of evil cometh good, in a sense. I mean, you have to find a response to what's going on around you. We can't just throw our hands up in the air and say, you know, X amount of murders a day in Trinidad is the new normal. We have to find a way to respond to that, even if it's to be outraged, even if it's to say what's going on a consistent basis, until, you know, we all become more concerned and not be so blasé about it, which is a danger.
Now, Blue Forever, Forever Blue, taking place this weekend at Sapa.
Southern Academy for the Performing Arts.
Or Napa South Campus, either one. And you said something about Tapa as well?
Yes, well, you know, we performed at the Shore Park Complex and we were told that that's the Tapa. The Tobago equivalent. So we have Napa, Sapa, Tapa.
Who knows, we might be looking to Tapa next.
Yeah.
Napa, I
Napa,
still
Sapa.
biting my tongue over the thing. Napa, Sapa, Tapa. There we go.
Very good. Yeah, good.
Like a long time I used to talk double Dutch.
You know, I still can't do that.
Yeah, neither me.
And what was it? It was something else was called too at the point in time.
Gibberish.
Yeah, but it was, anyway, my father used to do it all the time and we couldn't understand what he was saying and never quite learned it. But anyway, back to Three Canal. So you have your shows taking place in Trinidad and Tobago. What else is in store for you guys after that?
Well, we have been approached by quite a few people to work in collaborative projects abroad. And but these things is over a longer time period as well. We're looking at maybe 2018, you know, series of collaborations. Even been approached to get involved in a film. Yeah, the work is ongoing. Our base at the Black Box is a place where people fall in and drop in constantly. We rehearse there. So it's always alive with possibility, you know, there's always events going on. So we have our hands full. We're working on a compilation, a Juve compilation for release in Germany. And plus we're working on an album, what we call our international album. So we have a lot of work lined up.
You're well received internationally.
Yeah,
because it's a different style of music, I think, that people need to understand and appreciate. And I mean, we love it in Trinidad and Tobago. But the international audience, they take it really well.
It's been our experience, you know, everywhere we go, people want to know, you know, what the vibe is, what's this music that we do, you know. But the music is really an international language, you know. We performed as far afield as India and had people come up on the stage and take over. So yeah, the music is really shows you, you know, has taken us to the world. You know?
I think that what we discussed in our music lyrically, I think it's universal and it can appeal to or impact on anybody, regardless of your circumstance and situation, because they're universal themes. You know.
Yeah, so it can touch anybody, basically, practically.
I think so. Well, we also deliberately took ourselves off the soca circuit in the earlys and we went to London and, you know, we decided to do little festivals and things like that. We wanted to know what it was like to sing for a longer period, develop our repertoire. And, you know, we worked with some musicians, African musicians and whatnot. And we started singing songs like I Believe in Love. And you see those songs would get a immediate response. Whereas when you sing Blue, they might connect to the energy of it, but they're not quite sure what you're singing about. So that was a great lesson for us in terms of, you know, how you kind of couch your themes and your topics for a big audience without losing your vibe, your soul. Not trying to sound Yankee or anything like that. Just just expand the range of topics, you know. Love is universal.
And through Canal, you know, definitely you're going to go far. I mean, you have, and I mean, 20 years and 20 more to come. And yes, of course. And your show, of course, this weekend, I know it's going to be sold out. I know it's going to be a great show. There are always great shows. So good luck to you on that one and all the other ventures that you're going to be taking part in.
Thank you.
For 2018, as you said, and beyond.
And beyond.
And beyond.
Looking good in that blue.
And so are you guys.
And I have to say big respect to the autism community. We've been working with them for the last couple of years, but because the show is on the same day as the launch,
we can still say something.
Have a whole month
Sapa, we come in Sunday. Get your tickets at Sapa, at Lee's, Michael's and Jody's, and also at the Big Black Box.
There